Okay, I'm a little late to the party with this one, but it's still love month. It's still February, so we can talk about romantic fragrances. And today I want to share some of the most romantic fragrances. So, never mind, not for Valentine's Day, but just in general, just the most romantic fragrances. So, these aren't necessarily like sweet, heavy fragrances or super sultry, seductive ones. Just these have a wispy air of femininity and they just bring very romantic images to mind. So I have designer fragrances in here, I have niche fragrances, a little bit of everything for everyone. Let's jump right in. First off is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. This is the eau de toilette. The eau de parfum is just as good. I like this one just because it's a little bit more fresher and airier. This really smells soft, musky, feminine, and a little bit fruity. Like, this is the fruitiest Chanel that's out there. It smells like a lovely, delicate lady. This would also make an excellent bridal scent. It's very soft, feminine, slightly like green floral. There's a hyacinth note in here. Fruity from the note of quince, which to me kind of smells like a tart pear almost. Great compliment getter. I actually get a lot of compliments on this one, and men seem to really enjoy Chance Eau Tendre, even though it's quite simplistic. One of the more quote-unquote boring Chanels, but also one of the more youthful ones. Then we have Nina Ricci Rose Extase. This is a sweet, jammy, beautiful rose. Mostly rose and raspberry. Sweet, mouth-watering, kind of smells like a rose dessert. Really, really yummy, incredible longevity. This is an eau de toilette, but it does last all day for me. It's a very flirty fragrance. Like, I picture this being a perfect brunch date fragrance, and with like a cute little flowy, frilly skirt, colorful outfits, kind of like Emily in Paris vibes. I feel like this would be an Emily in Paris scent. Speaking of Paris, YSL Mon Paris. This one I love to use as like an at-home casual date night scent. This has a nice big strawberry note. Like, it's a noticeable strawberry note. Kind of smells a little bit candy-esque, a little bit tart. This is also very girly and flirty. This is romantic in a casual way, in a very flirty, girly kind of way. Airy, a little bit rosy. Actually, it's a note of peony in here, and it smells a little bit like rose to me though. And that like fruity tartness. I love a nice strawberry note. This one has a beautiful, bright, uplifting strawberry note. It's a casual, cute, romantic scent. And I love anything related to Paris. Mon Paris is very romantic. Paris is the city of romance. So anything Paris related kind of goes as romantic. Then we have Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire. This one's a little bit darker. This is the eau de parfum. This one is more of like a darker, sexy, romantic scent. So you're wearing your little black dress, you're putting on your like dark cherry lipstick, going out on like an evening date. This would be a really nice evening scent. Cherry and almond is mostly the dominant scents in here. It is sweet. It's not super crazy sweet, but it is on the sweet side. But I like it. Like, I'm not a sweet fragrance lover, and I do really like this one. I have the eau de toilette as well. That one's a little bit more airy and fresher. The eau de parfum, I think, is more of a like a sultry romantic scent, and it still has some freshness in there. Like, there's some fresh rose in here. There's a fresh tea note. There's a licorice note in here, but I don't really get too much licorice. It doesn't bother me. I actually really hate the smell of licorice, but in here it's very subdued. It's mostly like a vanillic, sour cherry, almond scent. Very, very sexy and casual as well. Like, these aren't, you know, like ba-bam, super bold, sultry fragrances. They're quite like on the casual side. I think it's kind of goes with the whole romantic vibe, not being too like trying too hard. I think the more casual, almost like the more romantic and charming. So that one is another designer one, and I'm gonna cover the designer ones first, then we'll get into the niche ones. So we have Rouge from Narciso Rodriguez. This is the eau de parfum. This one is for the lipsticky fragrance lover. I'm not gonna spray this one right now because I'm already getting a little bit overwhelmed, and this one's quite strong. It's a musky iris and rose. So this one I always describe as like a woman wearing an open back satin gown, very elegant, very classy. Like also I would say this is more of an evening romantic scent. Beautiful date night, like a dinner at a fancy restaurant or a fancy event somewhere. This one's very, very classy smelling. Like you can wear this on a daily basis, and there are days that I just reach for this as a daily casual scent, but this one's a little bit more dressed up. Then we have Mon Guerlain Bloom of Rose. Bloom of Rose, you guys know, is the one for me. This is the Eau de Toilette. There's not much to say about this. I've already spoken about this one so many times. This is the Mon Guerlain that we all know and love, with an added rose note, which gives it a little bit more of a romantic touch, a little bit more like complexity and almost mystery. It's a really beautiful feminine scent. This one's more feminine than the original Mon Guerlain, which is more of just a dominant lavender and vanilla. This one has a little bit more of a soft approach to that scent profile. So this one is the romantic one. Okay, next up is our first niche one. This is from Nino Amadeo, and this is La Vie Rêvée. This one is for the Love by Kilian lovers, and this one has a nice marshmallow note. This is marshmallow, neroli, very complex, sweet smelling, very, very sweet, but not overwhelming, not overpowering, like very romantic, gentle, soft, sweet scent. And you have to love like that orange blossom note. Orange blossom can smell very feminine, very grown up, classic and sexy. And when it's juxtaposed with playful notes like marshmallow, you get this very whimsical, sweet, beautiful composition. And I really, really love this one, especially for the colder weather. Next up is Delina La Rosée. You can really go with any Delina. They're all very romantic. Even the packaging, it's very romantic, it's very girly. I like the La Rosée because it almost has this like fresh aquatic feel. It's that same bright, tart, lychee and rose, but it has a really nice airy freshness. It's almost like you're like somewhere near water, somewhere near like a body of water, a beach or something, and you're getting that light ocean air along with these beautiful roses and this tartness. It's also very, very girly, very beautiful, kind of soft, gentle, romantic, and absolutely lovely. So this is the one that I personally prefer. It doesn't give me a headache. It's very easy wearing, and I really enjoy it. The La Rosée is kind of becoming more my favorite. I used to really love the Exclusive, but I kind of got over it. It's a little bit heavy for me right now. I like the lighter, fresher Delina. Then we have Tenue de Soirée. This one is a recent discovery and love. This one really just smells like Gris Dior and Gucci Rush made a baby, and it's this. It smells more like Gucci Rush in the opening, then it dries down, and it's almost like a sweeter Gris Dior. So kind of like a mossy, dry, elegant scent. This is a very like elegant, ladylike scent. This is for the iris lover. Like you have to love a little bit of powderiness. There's also a leather note in here, but it's very subdued. It's very, very delicate. And patchouli and caramel. Caramel, again, that caramel, it's very, very subtle. It's not sweet, it's not overpowering. This is more of like it almost smells mossy. Like it almost smells like the way that Gris Dior smells, except that it's the dry patchouli note. It's a clean patchouli, not a dirty patchouli. Really beautiful. Also black currant. It's a really unique, very elegant, slightly sweet, but at the same time dry, woody, powdery scent. I talked about this one in my Effortlessly Elegant video, which I'll link at the top for you guys. It's exactly that. It's effortlessly elegant and also very romantic. I'm realizing now as I'm looking at the bottles that they're all shades of pink and purple. That was not intentional at all. It just happened that way. I guess the romantic fragrances are appropriately bottled in a color that is associated with romance. Except for this one. This one is blue, and this is Cortile, and this is from Milano Fragranza. This one smells like jasmine and coffee. It literally just smells like jasmine and coffee, and the reason why I think it's a really romantic scent is because it transports you to like a European getaway. Like as soon as I smell this, I picture myself somewhere in like Venice or somewhere in the streets of Italy, drinking a morning espresso in a jasmine garden and just like that beautiful romantic setting. That's what this one smells like. If you love jasmine and you love coffee, this is for you. And that is it. That is my whole list of my favorite romantic fragrances. I hope you guys check some of these out. Most of these are available to sample on my merch store. I'll link everything in the description for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, let me know some of your most romantic fragrances or some of the fragrances that are your favorite kind of romantic, whimsical, feminine scents. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.